Today we're talking about Nickelodeon. That had nothing to do with it, but let's do it. With me always is my beautiful assistant, Amber. I say assistant, but that's not. She's more than just an assistant.
Thank you.
So, do you want to get started on this, or who wants to get started on this, like, just completely demolishing them?
What?
Do you want to get started on the Nickelodeon talk, or should I? Oh, we go like that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand what you were saying.
Do you want to get started on the Nickelodeon talk, or should I?
You can.
Okay, where do I begin? I guess I can begin at the beginning, where I started. Because Nickelodeon existed since, like, the 80s. But I started in the 90s. With a little show called Rugrats. You might remember it. The creators of that show were actually fans of Doctor Who. In fact, a Dalek makes an appearance in an episode as a toy in a toy shop. But enough of that. It started great. Rugrats, all that, Kenan and Kel, The Amanda Show, Cat Dog, Angry Beavers, Doug, Real Monsters. I could keep going, but I don't want to take the time to remember every show that I watched from the 90s. Hey Arnold. There were a lot of great shows. Then the year 2000 hit. Well, 1999 hit first. That was still the 90s, technically. And there was a yellow character that appeared. You might know him. He's still on today. He has a bunch of holes and he lives in a piece of fruit under the sea. Yes, SpongeBob. SpongeBob. And then, SpongeBob were a couple of fairies. Maybe a green alien. A green alien with his robot trying to take over the world.
Oh, yeah. Invaders.
Invaders. I love Invaders, and my favorite show ever. Got canceled too early. Nickelodeon, what were you thinking? Sure, I'm sure it would. I'm sure if it kept going as long as SpongeBob did, it would become what SpongeBob did. I've watched some of the more recent episodes. It's not exactly the funnest show anymore. It doesn't have that same charm. That same spongy, Bobby charm. You've fallen from greatness. You quite literally have fallen into the bottom of the sea. Now get your pineapple back up. Where would you say Nickelodeon took its downfall? What'd you say? Where would you say Nickelodeon took its downfall? I'd say after iCarly.
I think after iCarly too.
There was some good shows. Ned's Declassified. Drake and Josh is evil, as my dad always says. Always says it in that voice too. Drake and Josh is evil, as my dad would. He says it. It's his thing. Hey, whatever. That was a good show. For a while they would air some of their old shows and stuff, and now they don't even do that on that network. What's it called? Nicktoons Network. They don't do it on there anymore, which bothers me. They used to be The King. Now they're, I don't know what to call them. After iCarly, they started making shows like Marvin Martian, which I tried to watch some episodes of, but I think he should just stay on the internet, if you know what I mean. The person that played Marvin Martian, you might know him as Fred. Speaking of Fred, internet shows should stay internet shows, even if they're not good internet shows. Keep them on the internet. bouncing back to Cartoon Network real quick, Annoying Orange didn't do so well. So you're going to try doing the same thing with Fred. That's smart. Thank you. Thank you. You both made the same mistake. And now they're trying to do it with the React series from the Fine Brothers. Like YouTubers react, kids react, elders react, teens react. But they have a show called React to That on Cartoon Network, which is kid appropriate. So how are you going to show all the inappropriate stuff then? Granted, sometimes they show a familiar YouTube video that you might like Nugget Biscuit by Tobuscus. But usually it's dull. I tried watching the show. One time have I seen a YouTube show work. Epic Mealtime. But that's a video for a whole other day. I haven't watched a lot of their more recent content because I'm just gonna take the crown off, put it off to the side. Amber, what do you have to say on the subject? Oh, one more thing. Why would you take this orange splat logo away and turn it into just the word Nickelodeon? Screw you. Alright, that's it.
I stopped watching Nickelodeon after iCarly, but I really liked it before then, and I watched Nickelodeon more than I watched Disney Channel or Cartoon Network growing up. I really like the 90s shows, I really like Kenan and Kel, all that, The Amanda Show, Real Monsters, Doug, Hey Arnold, Cat Dog, and stuff like that. Just really big fans of it. Rugrats too, yeah. Large fans of it. I liked iCarly. My grandpa, who is 88, would watch iCarly all the time. He doesn't like Sam and Cat or whatever. I don't even know if that show's still on or not.
That show's gone. There was an argument between the two actresses, I think, something. That show's gone. That was a spin-off of two different shows, two different characters getting together. That's a risky move.
I didn't know that they ended because of that. I knew what happened, but I didn't know that's why it ended. Yes. They were getting different pay raises. So.
And then there's the, you can watch all those older shows, not on Netflix, because Viacom, the company that owns Nickelodeon's like, we're gonna make our own Netflix thing. Yeah, we're just gonna make that. Not gonna give you our shows. Where is that now? Where's your own Netflix thing? Because I haven't seen it since you announced it in 2013. Bravo, idiots! You screwed up. All right. That was like maybe actually 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. It might have been in April 2013. I don't know. It was 2 years ago, about. You can watch the older shows at 10 at night or later, depending on your time zone. On Teen Nick, would that be a different network to talk? No, because we talk about everything Disney during Disney, so we're going to talk about everything Cartoon Network. Teen Nick was never into. There, I said it. Boom. Although Ned's declassified during the day sometimes, so that's good. I think. And Drake and Josh is evil. As my dad says.
Oh, Drake and Josh, yes. Yes.
And then there's, I don't even know what's happening with Nicktoon Network. I haven't seen that for years. We don't have it, so the only reason I've watched Disney and Cartoon Network recently is because they're at my mom's house. I have access to them. Nickelodeon, I have access here. Sorry, they're the only kids networks, the only thing I'd be remotely interested in checking out at my mom's house. Here, I have options. I have YouTube, I have Netflix, I have video games. I have options besides checking out Nickelodeon. I don't have to go there. I could just sweep that one under the rug. Like, that's bad. I should probably check out some of these shows to give them a shot, but they... So yeah, Teen Nick, you can watch at night when you're probably getting ready to go to bed, because, air your shows that you're trying to why don't you just get all your older shows and put them on their own channel. Like Boomerang, only don't invade that channel with newer shows again. Like Boomerang was for the older shows. Don't put newer shows on there. That's doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying, right? Everyone at home, and Amber.
I don't have anything else to add.
Closing remarks on this entire Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney series. If you're watching this, companies. What's the word I'm looking for? The phrase, like, to get over your ego or something like that. It's not get over your ego. There's a word, a phrase. Get over yourself? Get over yourself. Well, I don't know, whatever. Suck it up, that's it. Suck it up. Not getting over your ego, but suck it up and make a network together with all your older shows. Disney, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Okay, you could get views. You can get lots of views. I'd watch that. I would pay to see that. In fact, I have $21 in my pocket right now. Because $21 is going to get me that for life. No, but seriously. Get a network together. Call it the 90s Network. Wait, that's actually a brilliant idea. The 90s Network. And you would never
90s Cartoon Network.
Well, no, because that's too close to Cartoon Network. That's actually Cartoon Network. It says Cartoon Network in it. It's got to be the 90s Network. Heck, you don't even have to air just 90s shows on there. You could air, like, kids shows. It could be maybe other 90s stuff. Like, you could be really fresh with this prince from Bel-Air. Or you could be saved by a bell. The Bell. Saved by the Bell. I noticed you reacted to Fresh Prince. You didn't react to Saved by the Bell, so I'm like, okay, wait. Did she get that? Did she get the reference? She got the reference, bro.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, and hey, maybe even just for fun, because a lot of people watch the old Cartoon Network, not the old, maybe you could air the old bumpers, the old commercials that used to air, or make new ones in the style of the old ones, like Cartoon Network. Like you have a 1/3 of the day to each kids network, and then you have those style of old commercials for each, like, kids network. Like the Cartoon Network commercial for Cartoon Network, then Disney commercial, the styled commercials, and then the Cartoon Network styled. If I didn't already say that, did I say Nickelodeon first or Cartoon Network? Either way, you could like split it up, and then that way you get equal share. Notice when we did the Cartoon Network video, I didn't say anything about Adult Swim. I wasn't really like, that's nothing that bothered me, nothing. That was nothing to me. Because it's always been around. Why would I be bothered? I'm just saying, like, it doesn't bother me because it's always been there. I never really disliked it, never really had a feeling towards it. Why have you not invested in this? Can we please make this happen? Please. I will be the head of this project. You hire me and I will make this happen right. I'll get the word out. I'll be like, hey, we're doing a 90s network. You know what channel number you can use, right? Amber, you know what I'm thinking for channel number for the 90s network?
90.
Channel 90. I'm just saying. I don't think that's being used for anything. I could check right now, but I'm too lazy. You know I have the remote right here. I'm not going to do that mid-video. Okay, we're over time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to go figure out what I'm making for dinner. Amber, what are you going to do?
Try not to die.
It's a good thing to do. This has been our 3-part series on Kids Networks. Bye.